you kind of talked about a little bit about just being in the environment, growing up in it, but I want to give you an opportunity to share a little more, like what made you want to get into traffic? Like what made you want to get deeper and deeper into it?
Honestly, one, like I said, fast money. Two, it was a brotherhood back then that what was unlike no other. I had a dad, but didn't have a dad. My dad was a fisherman on the boat. What I mean, off going, and when he came back, he was in tune to the streets too. So it wasn't, what I mean, it was more like a friendship than a father to me. What I mean, and all the homies out there, there was like older brothers. A lot of them was my cousins. You know what I'm saying? And so it was easy to adapt. It was family.
Right. So with that said, I mean, you spoke with it a little bit about some family environment, your pops being out working a lot on the boats and stuff. So thinking back, what could have stopped you from getting into traffic? Like what could have stopped you from getting in the mix?
Um, Honestly, man, it was more family support, more older cats that was on some positive stuff that had some positive game for me back then. Um, like I said, I was running around a bunch of older cats that was, you know, pretty much all around negative, you know what I mean? Because they didn't have no guidance, so they was only giving me what they knew, and I was sucking it up like a sponge and running off with it.
Yeah, but at that time, you sometimes when folks is putting us in traffic or in the mix, it's like we think they're putting us on. You know what I'm saying? But as you
Right.
reflect back, you realize that we're going to the fast lane. We ain't even got our permit, right? We're going straight
True.
to carpool.
True.
Straight,
True.
straight from the back row, straight to the
True.
carpool, straight to
True.
the express lane. So, as I reflected back, especially after I lost L, around things that could have done things differently. I reflected back, and that's what I was saying. I mean, all these cats laced me up, but really they were lacing me up on things that were I don't know if I want to say suicidal behavior, but things that penitentiary chances. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It was a bunch of false narratives, and they was giving me, like you always say, I was drinking the juice. You know what I mean? But they was serving it up, man, and it was tasting real good at the time. You know what I mean? But in the long run, it set me back, years.